If you had the power to grant President Obama, President Bush, or President Clinton a third term, who will you re-elect? And why?
I would like to see Obama redo his presidency, but I think the problem was he's been railroaded by the Republicans, partially because he's black, partially because they think they have, since Ronald Reagan, a God-given right to the presidency. I can't conceive of anybody speaking to a white president the way he's been spoken of by people in Congress. And for McConnell, for instance, to come out and say, I think in 2010, that he was going to spend his term making sure the president doesn't get reelected, as opposed to making sure that the United States actually makes some progress on some of its problems, that's incredibly contemptible. I mean, I just don't understand that. May not agree with everything he says, but he's the president, and you give him a chance to at least bring his positions before Congress, not simply say no, 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 no.
Who was the worst between the three of them?
Bush.
Why?
I mean, Bush, he has a tax cut that had no logical sense to it. He invented reasons to go into Iraq. He was a disaster. I mean, he's probably one of the worst presidents in American history. I think he set off the problems in the Middle East, though there were problems anyway in there and stuff. But there's no question that he was an obscenity. He was a disaster. And his vice president, if anybody could be worse, his vice president Cheney was worse.
I would bring back President Bush because of his values, because of his character, because of his integrity.
Who was the worst between the three of them?
Clinton.
Why?
Because of his lack of character, his lack of personal character. I think that any president that holds the office has to have a degree of personal character, not just character of the office, but personal character integrity.
If I had the option to bring back any of the three presidents for a third term, certainly it's going to be Barack Obama, because Obama has exemplified what the world needs in a U.S. president as leader of the free world. He not only takes care of the U.S., but he also takes care of other countries out there. And because of Obama, the world is getting to be a better place. At home, I understand U.S. citizens are enjoying increased job growth and all of that. And there are other impacts that we see on the international scene as well. There's more freedom going out there in these various countries. And so I think he has achieved his mark. And moreover, Barack is a cool, way too cool president. We love seeing him and Michelle in the White House.
Who was the worst between the three of them?
Oh, Bush is obviously the worst. He made so many decisions without thinking.